The Honda Silverwing is the ultimate gaming chair. You know, I get asked quite often is, am I going to keep this Silverwing? And man, I'm really liking this bike. And I love the operation and the ease of use that this bike gives me. But it's not fast, and it doesn't get great gas mileage. And the type of people that get this, I'm still not sure who they are, because if you get a scooter for commuting, you basically want a bike that's efficient, and this one isn't. And you want something that maybe you can stealth park or kind of get away with doing a lot of stuff. This one isn't. This is a maxi scooter. Look at these two guys. Dark side going into DC. Look at that. That's the DC life right here. Look at this guy. Didn't even wave at me. But that bike sounds badass though. It sounds really good. Look at him. He's taking off. That's what they do around here. They just race on the Beltway. Look at that. All the boys the sub are around. This bike's windscreen is exceptionally good because I have my visor completely straight up and I'm not getting bombarded with wind. I have this closed because it's a little kind of windy, but I can open this up and it gives you fresh air, but it's not like a bombardment of fresh air. It's just like enough that you can breathe extremely well, which I appreciate, and it doesn't create any noise. And Virginia is a highly patrolled state. You can also flat foot this bike. And it's a pretty big bike, but the way the bike is shaped, narrower at the front, basically means if you're a short rider, you can flat foot it. So how well does it do on some back roads? Well, we have to find out. I really need to take this on some major twisty sort of ride, but unfortunately on the weekend I'm a little bit less interested in that. That's a good thing to learn, by the way. Holidays and weekends, avoid riding fast. I'm not completely comfortable going around corners, especially like 2 up, but the Virginia countryside, it's beautiful. Oh, she had like a dead skunk. She had like a dead skunk in a box. What the hell? Oh yeah, today is such a nice day. You have a lot of people out riding. I think all of these bicycles cost more than my scooter. Oh, they're doing gravel riding. Gravel rats. Oh, these are the gravel rats. Yeah, that's a big thing now, is gravel riding. I almost feel that this bike is best enjoyed riding at 50 to 60 miles an hour because it's just so smooth. And I don't feel like I want to speed up. But on a regular motorcycle, I always have that need for speeding up. Alright, I wasn't expecting to ride off-road, but I guess I am riding off-road. It's pretty smooth. It's got a long wheelbase. Pretty easy. Riding 2 up though, it's pretty stable actually, even in this kind of crushed gravel. The bike suspension though is the limiting factor on this. It is extremely smooth. It moves you around a bit, but when you hit like a little bit of a larger rock, it does kind of send you flying a bit. Can I spin the wheels? Let's see. No, it doesn't spin. I think the interesting thing about this bike is that no matter where you take it, if you're comfortable, like the sitting position, it's like sitting in an office chair. And if you're a office worker, you'll understand the comfort. I mean, I find it comfortable. Oh man, This bike does not like potholes, that's for sure. I mean, look at these guys. They're just everywhere today. Welcome to Middleburg. This is where the wealthy come and play. There we go. A little bit of a... This is a pretty area. Lots of money to live here. No, I really did not want to do a lot of gravel riding, so I'm in the wrong place. Hey, two guys. Look at these guys. They made a U-turn. Look at that. Wow. That ridgeline really went out of his way to, like, that is silly. You don't need to do that. Look at this guy. Hey, fancy lad. He's got a cigarette. That's when you know you're a real bad boy. He's got a cigarette. He's such a badass. I filled up, but it's not a really good indication of the range. I got 150 miles, but I didn't fill it up from full last time. So now I filled it up from full. I am curious to see what the range is on this bike. Oh man, we have a motorcycle crash. Shit. Holy shit, look at this. Man. Oh, we have a... Holy shit. Hey, it's a girl. It's a girl rider. Oh, this is like a group of girl riders. Whoa. It's a Harley. I guess the Harley fell. Man, that's crazy. That girl over there sitting with the white and the pony, she's the one I think crashed. And I think she was riding with this one. That's a Hyosung GTR. Korean bike. They just got here. Remember, the ambulance went by. That is so crazy. That's so crazy. Holy shit. They seem to be okay though. Not too bad. Yeah, what happens, it's very simple. This is a very dangerous corner. Well, I hope she's okay. You know, I keep telling people that if you're an advanced rider, you should mentor new riders, because it's so hard to get, it's so easy and dangerous to get into a group of riders who just want to like go balls out and aren't really that good at like leading riders. You should be happy that you have met riders that have taken you under their wing, because that's important. And not a lot of riders do this. There is a series of riders that they want to like get female riders, because see, if you get female riders onto your group rides, then all the sausages will follow. It's like they bend over backwards to get girl riders into the groups, because they know it's going to bring in other riders. They'll become more popular just by getting girls. That's the woman privilege. It turns out I think these two girls were just riding by themselves, but clearly in over their heads there. I've had so many people crash. I remember I had like this one girl crash. She was a lesbian, that's all I remember. Yeah, luckily that girl wasn't hurt, but you know, when this happens, I've seen this so many times. There's an accident, that's it. If I ride with somebody who crashes, they'll stop riding with me. If that person crashes, they also stop riding. A lot of times you hear of all of these riders, they're like bike life, and then they have a mishap and they quit altogether. They just get scared. And I think that girl is probably gonna quit. She's like, oh, you know what, this is too dangerous. You hear of these stories a lot when you're buying motorcycles. It's riders who, they get scared. Something scares them and then boom, that's it. That was the lifestyle is gone of motorcycle riding. Motorcycle riding is very much like anything. If you're gonna do it just occasionally, it's probably not a good idea. The way you should look at motorcycle riding is the way you should look at learning jiu-jitsu or judo. You see all of these guys? You should look at it like it's judo, because you don't go into judo going like, oh, I'm gonna take judo for a month and that'll be that. I'll learn everything I need to know. But unfortunately, motorcycle riders are that type. They're single-serving riders who they get into it thinking they're going to learn everything out of it in a year. And motorcycle riding is very much like martial arts. It's a lifestyle. You do it for your entire life and you never get good at it. You just keep improving. But there's never like a top level type of rider. And even if they're top level, they're only top level for 1 second until somebody else is better than them. But riding on the street, it's one of these things that the street teaches you lessons daily. It's not the type of thing that you let your guard down. But I assume that one girl is gonna quit riding. And the reason she was in that right ditch, I think she's just target fixated on the corner. She was going too hot, target fixated, went into the ditch. It's almost like standard. People do this so much, the target fixating. If you are watching this and you're new, just realize that your bike will lean more than what you are thinking it will lean. You know, the worst thing about riding when it's nice out on a weekend is the constant waving that you have to do with motorcycles. I don't really mind it. In the winter, that wave means a whole lot more than it does in the summer. It doesn't wheelie though. I'm kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.